Hey guys, welcome back. So what we're looking at today is lesson 13, interpreting points on a coordinate plane. So the graph shows the balance in a bank account over a period of 14 days. The axis labeled B represents account balance in dollars. The axis labeled D represents the day. Estimate the greatest account balance. On which day did it occur? So if we look, we want to find the greatest Y value because that's going to be the greatest account balance. So here we're starting off at 350. We drop really far, come back up, drop really far again, come back up, and looky there. We're above 350. We're at about probably 375. So 375 on day 14. So 14 is the day that occurs on. Estimate the least account balance. So we want to find the greatest negative number, which would be back here, where we're almost at negative 100, so probably about negative $90, let's say, and that occurred on the 11th day. All right. For number 3, what does the point 6 negative 50 tell us about the account balance? So 6 negative 50 was right here, so that tells us on the 6th day, they had negative $50 in the account. All right, and number 4, how can we interpret the absolute value of negative 50 in the context? So the absolute value of negative 50 would represent how much they're going to owe, how much it would take to get back to 0. So absolute value of negative 50 is the amount the person owes to the bank. So when we're dealing with money, if we're in the negatives, that means that they are owing someone. They need to pay back in order to take and be at 0, be in the positives again. So we're looking at some real world situations here. So real world is your key word for today, real world. All right, our next situation is high and low temperatures. The coordinate plane shows the high and low temperatures in Nome, Alaska over a period of 8 days. The axis labeled T represents the temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit. The axis labeled D represents the day. So the first one asks, what was the warmest high temperature? So what was our highest temperature we had? So we look at our Y values. The red shows the warm days, the high. So it looks like 28 degrees on day 1. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So for B, write an inequality, describe the high temperatures H over the 8-day period. There's different ways. So H equals 28 or H is less than 28. Because none of the temperatures were as high. Also, if we look in terms of how low it got, the lowest it ever was 2 degrees. So H equals 2 or H is greater than 2 to show that range for where the values were. All right, so what's the coldest low temperature? The coldest low temperature, well, it looks like it's right here at -3 on day 7. So -3 degrees on day 7. So now we want to write an inequality to describe the low temperatures. So we know the lowest low is -3 or low temperature greater than -3 because that was the lowest. So now we want to look, what's the highest low temperature we had? Well, it looks like 26 up here was the highest low temperature. So L equals 26 or L is, not greater than. L is less than 26. So it's showing that our range is between 26 and -3. Any value in between there was a possible range for our low values over those 8 days. On which days did the largest difference between the high and low temperatures occur? Write down this difference. So if we look back up here, we want to look between them. So here, it's just a difference of 2. So on day 1, it's 2 degrees different. On day 2, we've got 2, 4, 6 degrees difference. On day 3, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. We've got a 10-degree difference. So far, day 3 is up there in a significant difference. Here we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8 on day 8. On day 4. On day 5, it looks like a 3-degree difference. Day 6, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-degree difference again. On 7, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-degree difference as well, if I just counted that right. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Yep. On day 8, we've got a 3-degree difference. So, days 3, 6, and 10 all had the greatest difference between high and low temperature. So days 3, 6, and 7, 10-degree Fahrenheit difference. On which days did the smallest difference between high and low temperatures occur? So if we look back, what's the smallest we had? Well, that would be on day 1, the 2-degree difference. So day 1, 2 degrees Fahrenheit was the difference. So really looking at comparing these values and looking at these real world situations. All right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.